Today is day 276 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with our projects that Topher provided us. What is this? This is day 2 of the second / kind of first-ish project, the number guessing game. Yet again, here is an example of, should have opened that in a new tab. Hold on. Back that up. New tab. There we go. There we go. Alright, in the end, it will look something like this. Currently, it looks something like this. Slightly different. Work in progress. So that's what we get to do, is continue chipping away at what needs to be done to get this thing up and running. So, without further ado, we will continue forging ahead. Alright, first things first. Let's shimmy that over. We've got HTML stuff. Let's close that. Open that back up, and we also want... We've got one. No. There we go. Is that what's going on? Yeah, that's better. Just trying to come to terms with what tabs we need to open. So we have our HTML, rather basic still, and then we've got our JavaScript. So, once more, just as a refresher, number guessing game. For your first challenge, you will be building a number guessing game. The application will generate a random number, and the user will attempt to guess that number specifications. Your HTML page should include a text input right here. Ta-da! And a submit button. So, that first bullet point is done with. When the page loads, generate a random number using JavaScript. The random number can be within any range of numbers you choose. Right now, when we load ours, we've got... Let's find the view. Developer, JavaScript console. Ta-da! Random number. And if we refresh the page, different random number. Good. Here's our JavaScript over here. 1 to 11. 11's not included, so that's technically 1 to 10. Alright, way cool. Good. Now, from here, we need to continue on. So, that's sort of done-ish. Part 2. I mean, it is done, but comparatively to the layout, again, we can style this however we want, give it whatever layout we prefer. But I think it would be good to let them know what the number range is that they need to guess. So we're going to need to take this info, the min and max, and whatever we end up with, and have that appear somewhere in the HTML section. We're going to need to pull that data. Basically, we're just going to have to Google everything. I can vaguely remember the specifics of what's needed to actually do all this stuff, but after all those lessons from the handful of different tutorial sites, all of the info is in one giant informational knot in my brain. So all the tips and tricks, they're all tied together, and it's a big blurry mess. Hey, little kitty, what are you doing? Just waking up from your nap? Yeah. Well, at least you're not blocking the screen right now, so that's cool. That is appreciated. The third bullet point, which also contains the following. So we are kind of... No, yes, look. Cat, we were just hanging out prior to the stream. I mean, true, you were asleep for most of our hangout session, but, No. Why do you always right-click with your toes? Alright, let me knock out the stream, and then, hey, toes, no, little kitty, behave yourself. Oh my god, just commit to one napping position. You have the whole bed, cat. We go over this every stream. You can't block them on. She's blocking everything from specifications down. I can see code, which is good, but right now we're still on the instructional bit. Tiny cat, move like 6 inches to the left. Thank you. Oh my god, just look at this. What is that? Fingers moving. Oh yeah, scratches for little kitty. Okay, we'll just have to multitask. Reading and scratching the cat. Third bullet point. Here we go. The user should be able to input a number in the input box and click the submit button. When the submit button is clicked, tell the user either their guess is too high, their guess is too low, or they guess correctly. You feline. I am not trying to scratch you, I am simply counting. Oh god. The stress. No. Rolling on the keyboard. Oh my god. This is my nightmare. Tiny cat. Yeah. With this. 1, 2, 3. Assume the napping position. Assume it. No. Okay, you're gonna end up on the bed. 1, 2, 3. Team effort. That was your tail up against my mouth. Oh, okay. Why is it never easy? We're gonna get there. Again, anyone starting their coding journey, you should know cats are the most difficult part about learning how to code. No one tells you that. Not a single lesson will they ever mention the difficulty of having a cat adds to coding. It is a real issue, ladies and gentlemen, and or robots. Just be mindful of that. You think you want a cat if you're going to learn to program, but you don't. Alright. What are we doing? I totally blanked out. Something about... Okay, this is what we were looking at yesterday. See, watch this. So, currently, in our HTML stuff, we've got our form, and then we've got our input field, and the submit, so the name, guess, and when we throw in our guess, yesterday we threw in 42, we will do that again. Watch this. The link up here, when we run it, submit, ta-da, it adds at the end. Guess equals 42. Is that not cool? It is. That was rhetorical. It's fascinating. So now, somehow, we're supposed to take that info and pipe it back over to JavaScript. That's what I'm trying to come to terms with. And then from there, that guess will also be tied to this third bullet point. So kind of all these loose ends will start to come together right here at the end. It's just, I don't know which fray of the loose ends to grab first and try and stitch together. I think any of them will work. And I think I'm going to go with the guess field. So hopefully that's going to lead to something somewhat promising. All right. Dum. Dum 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 dum. What would you do? The user should be able to input a number into the input box, click the submit button. When the submit button is clicked, tell the user either blank blank blank. So eventually we're going to have our if, else, no, our if, else if, and else statements, which will be A, B, and C. It's going to be based off the guess, the value, I guess. Is that what we're going to call it? The value or the data received for the guess field. So push, we want to do HTML data to JavaScript. HTML data to, I guess, Json. And just to JavaScript. No. Let's do this. Maybe convert HTML data. Baby steps. Let's go with this one. So variable form data, JSON.stringify $myForm serialize array. You can use it later in Ajax, or if you're not using Ajax, put in hidden text area and pass to server. Stack Overflow. Is there an MDN document regarding this? There might be. We can deal with Stack Overflow. That's cool. Let's just... It's so nicely laid out. Get ready for story time, because this is a lot of information. So, maybe it won't be a lot of story time stuff. Salutation, blah, 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 blah. Where's the HTML nonsense? I was promised HTML nonsense. I believe them. JavaScript, JavaScript. Here we go. How to send a JSON object using HTML. Well, wait. How to send a JSON object using HTML form data. I think this is what we want. I just would have changed the wording in the title. How to send data to a JSON object using HTML form data. So I got this HTML form. Already off to a good start. Form action, blah, 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 blankety, blankety, blank. Input, text type, first name, alright. ID, blank, 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 cool. We don't have an ID, but we can live with that. Which would be the easiest way to send this form's data as a JSON object to my server when a user clicks on submit? Update, I've gone as far as this, but it doesn't seem to work. Script type, JavaScript text, function, submit form, alert, sending JSON, variable XHR, new XML, blah, 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 request, open form, form action, true. All of this makes me sad. I kind of know in general what this stuff means just from reading it. Obviously, form will do an action if it's true, but why? Why? Isn't there a more straightforward answer? Get complete form data as an array in JSON stringify it. Okay, this seems somewhat promising. Variable form data equals JSON.stringify my form serialize array. You can use it later in Ajax, or if you're not using Ajax, put in a hidden text area and pass to server. If data is passed as JSON string via normal form data, then you have to decode it using JSON decode, then you'll get data in an array. $Ajax type post serve successful JSON blank 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 blank. This is all terrible. I'm so confused. Why? Why? So login form, email, password, submit, post URL, blah, blah, blah. Damn. What if we look for something less atrocious? How about that? What if we do input field to JavaScript? HTML input field to JavaScript. JavaScript HTML input examples. Ta-da! Exactly what we wanted. Thank God. Okay. Here we go. JavaScript HTML input examples. Disable a button. Form objects. Submit a form. Find the value of each element. Is there a send or a transition? Characters and certificates. No. Options. Find, I guess, submit a form. Find the value of each element in a form. No-ish. Action attribute. Yeah, we'll do find the value. Okay, these two. Enter the names in the field, then click submit to submit the form. First name, last name. Cool. Where's the JavaScript section? Aha! Look at this. There's a script section. We have a script section. So, with that said, enter names in field, form ID, action page.php. We've seen it again. This is 2 days in a row we've encountered this. Why is it following us? Last name, button, my function, on click. So wait. Hold on. Input type button on click will equal my function, and the value is submit. Maybe we can change our type to button. We should do the same thing in ours. Yeah. Definitely. Input type button. Cool. Followed by on click. Shouldn't be capital C. No, it's not. It's all lowercase. Fascinating. On click. Well, what is our function? Is it wrong to call it the click function? What about the submit function? Guess function? We can call it submit. submit guess. We'll do that. Submit guess. That's what it's going to be. Submit guess. Submit guess. Yeah, there we go. That's a decent function name. So submit guess, which means we'll need to set that up either in our script area or have it send via the Ajax nightmare, whatever the hell is supposed to happen. Stringifying things. Sounds terrible. Let's keep digging. So, try something. Function. My function. Document.getElement by ID. Formal.submit. No. Form ID. Maybe we should give it an ID. Damn. We'll do it. ID equals something. Get form stuff. God, coming up with variable names is just terrible. Again, I struggle with them because I know they could be anything. They could just be X, but I don't want it to be X. I want to name it something like this, submit guess, because it helps me visualize and see what the hell it's actually doing. But I guess guess form? That sounds terrible. Nothing else comes to mind. Guess form. I feel like these are way too long of names for IDs and shit like that. We'll live. We'll manage. Could do GF. No, guess form. Sticking with guess form. Action. Should we do action? I don't want to do action yet. Let's leave it as just the ID there. So inside our script section, we want the following. I feel like we don't want to have... See, we're telling it for the script section, the source is a JavaScript document. So we should just set up our function over here. There's no need to have it elsewhere. I hope not. Function submit form. No, submit guess. Submit guess. Curly braces. So this will be... This is where we need to bring the data stuff over. It needs to be that specific field. It needs to be the guess field. How do I grab that data? Okay, so this will be good. This looks slightly more promising. So before we were just looking at this, which is whatever the hell it is, form submit. And this is trying to find the form elements or the values. I think it was the values. So first name is Donald Duck. First name Donald, last name Duck. Click try to display the value of each element in form. Donald Duck, submit. So here, we've got the form, the ID and the action, the different input types, text, and the last name, and then the submit again. Cool. See, type is submit again, and it's value submit. Last time, on the other page, was this whole fiasco. Button. What the hell is it? Is there a right answer? Maybe it's just personal preference. Let's just hope it's up to personal preference for now. Paragraph, click, blah, 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 blah. Button, on click, my function, try it. So this is the button element, and it's tied to an on click for my function. It says try it. Paragraph ID demo. Function, variable X, document get element by ID. Document get element by ID. It pulls the whole form. It's referencing the form ID. Text equals blah, variable I, for I equals 0. I is less than the length of X, I plus plus, so it's iterating by 1. Text will plus equal the X elements I value, and then there will be a break. So X is each character of every field in the form. Is that what's that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. So X is in the form, there's the 3 fields. There's the first name, last name, and then there is submit. We've got our variable X. It's referencing the whole damn form by ID. This, and all of this noise comes with it. We have X. And then here we have a text field, or an empty string. I don't know why they're specifying variable I. Oh, you know what? It's for the for loop, but you could just include variable I equals 0 and then continue on from there. That's just, don't worry about that line. So for variable I equals 0, I is less than X dot length, so they're breaking up the string by letter to recreate it. And then they're updating text, the empty string, with each character. So it's printing each letter from HTML, dumping it into JavaScript letter by letter in this, and then it's concatenating the break afterwards, which drops it down here. And then all of this noise gets dumped into the try button, wherever the hell it went. On click, run this function. All right. It seems terrible in my mind, but it'll work. It'll work. Well, I hope it works. So if we're just referencing this, and we've got our JavaScript here, may as well keep doing stuff. Yeah, I guess take all this noise. Variable letter? No, we'll call it variable X. What about variable G? Nope. Dumb. do x. Variable x equals something or other. Something rhymes with Stephen. No, document. Document dot get element by ID. Wow, we haven't used this in a while. As I'm typing this out, we have encountered this before, but it's been quite some time since we've had to deal with it, or use it. Guess form is our ID. So there's that. Well, we can just do variable text. That's a nice, good, generic one. Although, really, it'd be number. Does it matter that it's a number? It is a text field that we have. So technically, I think it's a string. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Here, let's do a for loop. So for variable I equals 0, semicolon I less than x dot length, semicolon I plus plus, curly braces. We then want to do text plus equals. Yeah, we're just gonna follow their thing and see what happens. Text plus equals. I don't know. I want the data. Oh, fuckers. I don't know if this is what I actually want. I want the get. I want maybe that's what I need. Get element by ID, and we can just do that. We can take this, and we'll just give guess an ID. We'll call it ID equals guess. Right? We don't need to change it. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we could just do G, but I think that sounds stupid. So what if we just did guess? Stephen is confused and scared. That's okay, because we are learning. Oh, this is gonna end tragically. Let's try again. What if I just do the variable equals blank document get by ID, right? What if I do variable G, for lack of a better phrase, equals copy blah, but instead it's just guess. Can I do that? And then what if I do console log G? Console.log G. Let's save this. Command and save. And yeah, we're okay for now. I think we did. I know we set up the on click, but shouldn't be an issue for now. Where is our project and update? Syntax error. Crap. That was my fault. Bad Steven. Typical. We should have covered all of this. Is that better? That's better. Command save. Good. There we go. There we go. Input type guess. 42? Oh, damn. Slut. They're pissed. Rightfully so. HTML input on click. Yeah, we should get rid of the on click for now. Farewell, on click. Farewell. Command save. 42. Damn. He's really hoping to see what that is. How do I get the value of it? Is that a thing? Can I do that? No, because that would be the default value. I don't know. I'm so confused. We'll figure it out. Happy thoughts. Keep forging ahead. Never give up. Never surrender. Huzzah. So, my function, blankety blah. The whole form. Demo, get element by inner HTML equals text. Typical. I want to do the following with this because blank. There we go. Okay. In a less than perfect world, we want this to be document get element by demo. Paragraph ID equals demo. That's for returning it. Dot inner HTML equals text. We're telling it that demo will equal text. Okay. So we're telling it this paragraph will equal what we built out, which I don't think is terribly wrong, because when we run this, like here, 42, see, 42 comes back here. I can live with that. So technically, that's not too different from this, where we've got Donald Duck and blah, 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 and submit, and then click and try again, blank, and try again, brings this info down here. We can just have the on-click tied to the submit button, which is what we had before. It was giving us some errors because we didn't fully complete everything. But we can make that work. It'll be scary. We still have no idea what we're doing, but we can make that work. Let's see. Continuing on. D D D D D D D D. Da dee 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 do 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 do. Okay. We are looking for the following. What am I doing? I totally just blanked. Oh, finishing this and setting up the on-click. Finishing this, setting up the on-click. You can do it. 42 is too high. Yes. We don't want it to be demo. We don't want it to be guest form. We want it to be... What do we want it to be? We want it to be... input... Now, I guess below our form, we would have a similar layout with a paragraph. Also, we should move our instructions and stuff into a paragraph of its own. Let's cut this. Tab and tab. Paragraph. Closing out our paragraph. D-D-D, B-D. Here comes the paragraph. Paragraph. I wonder if it's wrong to do the line breaks inside the paragraph. Or if each of those should be a paragraph. You know what I mean? Maybe instruction should be its own paragraph. And then guest stuff should be its own paragraph. Another issue we can worry about later. Just throw it on top of the pile. Let it burn. Let's just make this bonfire as big as we possibly can at this point. Okay, so... Super death. After form, we will have another paragraph, which is return guess. We need to come up with better, not necessarily better, more creative names. I feel like maybe we don't want it to be creative. Maybe straightforward is good. But I feel like we're being judged on our lack of creative variable names. Paragraph something. ID equals blah. No, and it doesn't go there. Doesn't go there. Inside the opening tag. That's where we want it. ID equals blank. Return guess. Nice. And we just leave it as is. And it can be freakishly similar to all of this, including the concatenating a break after the guess, right? Would we do that? I feel like I'm totally missing something. I just want this bit here. See that? Guess equals 42. I want to be able to take our HTML element, our input field, text, the name is guess, ID can be guess, whether ID is there or not. But when I throw a 42 in, and we hit submit, and then that field gets this value, I want to be able to reference that in JavaScript. Somehow, I want to say, hey, take this value, take the value of guess, take the value of guess, and send that over to JavaScript, or somehow reference that, whether it's document get element by ID and just have it be guess. But I wanted to bring that 42 over, and I want to be able to do something with it. And I want to be able to reference guess in my if statements. If guess, which theoretically for this example is 42, if guess is blah, you know, higher or lower than whatever, and we'll have our if, and then else if, you know, the whole song and dance, and it will be these. I'm missing that little bit. On that link to get the value of this field into JavaScript. You know, if it were like a workbench or a drawer of tools or something, I feel like I'm in the right drawer, looking in the right drawer. I just can't see the tool in front of me. I'm looking at the right area on the desk, but I just can't see it as I look through all of these. I feel like I'm missing something. $42. Submit. F name 42. Name duck. Tutorial not teach you how to assert. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Let's go back. Refresh. 42. Try it. There we go. See? Brings over the 42 just fine. So, what was the submit here? What did they have to say about that? F name equals 42 and L name equals duck. Did that change anything? This tutorial will not teach you how servers are processing input. Maybe that's the missing link. Processing the input is explained in our PHP tutorial. Well, let's look at their PHP tutorial. Typical. Refresh. Maybe we are on the right path. Try this. So it brings Donald. It brings 42. See? So it references that. So that's fine. That's good-ish. 42. Let's have it as guess form. What if we just leave it as guess? What if we don't even reference the form? We just leave it as guess. We update text because that's here in, what's it called? Yes, and wait a second, watch this. Okay, it's starting to come together in my mind now. I get it. So X will be pulling in the document element by ID. That'll be guess. Okay, hold on, light bulb. Wait a second. Let's get rid of this nonsense because that's not helping anybody. Here we go. So we've got our form, guess form. We've got our field, our input type, which is guess. Our handy ID, cool, right? So we are telling it over here, function submit guess to take variable X. So this will be a thing. Variable X is going to take a document and get the element by ID for guess, and it's going to take that with its for loop, and we're going to update the variable text here in JavaScript. And the better part is that instead of just leaving it in this little function area, which is weird, we can have text equal, and we can make a global variable, which is text. Yeah, exactly. Global stuff. Text. Although we should probably change it to number or guess. We'll call it number. Even though it is text. Damn. Okay, we'll leave it as text for now since we're piecing this nightmare together. But you get what I mean. You get what I'm saying. So this will just be that. Ta-da. Right? Yeah, good. Left. Yeah, left. Tragic. Let's move it below the console. Cut. Yeah. There we go. Do we really need random and console log blank? I don't think we do. I really don't think we do. Now, if we're logging it to the console. No, baby steps, one thing at a time. You confused bastard, just focus for 5 seconds on one task. Set variable text down here. There. Crisis slightly averted. That's essentially what this was going to be, or what I was trying to do. So that will be text. Now, we can console log text. Console log text. But, watch this. It can go, cut it below this function. Let's get rid of the if statement. And here, so instead of guess 42 and all that nonsense, now it's if text, because that'll be whatever the, if greater than or less than, you know what's going on. Anyways, good, cool. Let's still destroy that for now. All right, happy thoughts, Steven. Happy thoughts. What else can we do? Get element by ID. I wonder if I need to reference the whole form. I don't want to reference the whole form. I think we'll be fine. Here, we're updating document stuff. That's for the HTML section of this. And that will be return guess. Copy. Return guess. Okay, let's save this. Let's see how tragic this actually turns out to be. Save that. And, Submit guess. On click, now we want the on click. On click equals submit guess. Submit guess. Oh god. Submit guess. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Once more. Refresh. Guess. We'll do 8. Submit. They're pissed. Undefined. Your mother's undefined. What if we submit again? No? Bad? We're making things worse. Refresh. Let's do 6. Okay, something's broken. It's probably my thinking and logic. But, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. Just due to time. I want to keep forging ahead, but we've got other things we need to tend to. And oh, death. I don't want to stop now. But we need to. Damn. Okay, so what if we do the following? Submit guess. What if we just make it guess form? Like we had before. Run that. Command save. Command save. Eight. Damn. Undefined. Who's undefined? What if it's not console log text? Let's make it console log submit guess. And let's just do variable here. And fire at will. Command save. Command save. Eight, 6. Nothing. Tragic. Well, I guess we can set up. We can at least set up our if-else info. So, if we'll call it guess or number, if, I think by this point it'll be if number is greater than random, right? Yeah, if number is greater than random, then No, if numbers less, well, he had A, B, and C. Okay, so if it's greater than random, quote, guess is too high, copy. And let's call it guess. Damn, yes. Guess is too high. Yeah, if guess blank blank blank. You know, in my mind, I also like to see this. Just have it as guess. Have this as guess. And do the if statement inside that function. That would be super bitchin'. If guess is greater than random, will I be able to access random inside this function? I don't think I will. I don't think I'll be able to access random. Well, no, it's a function, not a variable. So I should be fine. Yeah, no, I should be fine. I should be fine. Maybe it needs to be random with the curly braces. Yeah. Or not curly braces, random with the parentheses. That makes sense. Doesn't it need its parameters, though? So much to learn. Why? If guess, anyways, if guess is greater than random, then, we'll have it say guess blank concatenate oh, come on, just let me do quotes. Guess is too high. There's that. Okay, cool. So guess is too high. Else if guess is less than random. Guess concatenate is too low. Followed by else. Concatenate. Right on the money. You guess correctly, right? Or blank is the right number. What was the phrasing? They guess correctly. You copy. We can even celebrate. You huzzah! Beat dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Okay, you guessed correctly. Okay, so I think we're just gonna leave it at that for now. We have a lot more work to do correcting, but that's a decent dent for today, all things considered. Let's save this, save that. refresh that. We'll do 8 yet again. Submit, go forth. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and close out of some of these tabs. Thank you again for anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream. Any and all views are greatly, greatly appreciated. Day 276 comes to an end. However, the adventure continues tomorrow with day 277 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, though, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.